You all know how I feel about love triangles. Baby, they got my attention. My full attention.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, Episode 2. As I said, they got my full attention. Something about a love triangle, it just draws, I guess I'm just nosy as hell, but it just draws me in, and I need to know what is going on. And this is what was going down this episode. Baby, it was getting down to the shit, and I was here for all of it. This is gonna be a real interesting season. I'm just having just a good time with these folks. I always do. Hollywood, these young folks, because they're young. They're younger than the other ones, and maybe it seems some of what they do is kind of age appropriate, maybe. And it just is more interesting than when you got an old motherfucker like Peter Guns or old ass, tired ass Rich doing some shit. Or even Stevie, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. Something about Hollywood, child, these people are just interesting. They are just as messy. And the girls are as messy as the goddamn boys, sometimes more so. Whatever, we're going to talk about it. We see in Brooke. Let's miss it on Brooke. You know, one thing about Brooke is a sad ass. She really is. She just sad, and she brings problems to herself. She does. Beautiful girl, though. Beautiful girl. Extremely talented. Gorgeous voice. Badass body. I mean, she got it all going on for all intents and purposes, but she just, her shit be thrown off because bitch is crazy. She a little crazy. She need a couple pills to mellow her out, but whatever. So I'm seeing Brooke, so I was happy about them, like her, my Brooke child. And then Lyrica is there, and she's now, I'm seeing her wearing her, as Kate Michelle calls it, her goddamn storm coiffure. And I'm like, I like it. I like this white hair on Lyrica because Lyrica's just ridiculous. Lyrica's more of a caricature than a person, if y'all can understand that, to me, in my eyes. She's just interesting. Because she's just like, she's so over the top. She's just a smaller version of her mother, is what we're actually finding. We really found it out in this episode. And then there's Princess. And we're going to talk about old Princess, because y'all know I'm not a Princess fan. But Princess, bitch, I was here for you today. Anyway, so the three of them are there. Brooke was doing, not Brooke, I'm sorry, Lyrica was doing a show. She's performing her new song, Rent. It's cool. It's nothing like, don't take it personal. You know, don't take it personal was my goddamn jam. So, yeah. But anyway, but Brooke is standing up there telling them all about this here ring. I got me a ring, this, that, and the other. And they're like, well, girl, wait a minute. So you get married? She's like, well, eventually. It was like, what the fuck does that mean? What it means is Marcus is not engaged to Brooke, but Brooke is engaged to Marcus. Y'all follow that. That's like when you're young, I go with him, but he don't go with me, but I go with him. This is some of that shit. He was taking the ring out over the holidays to show Brooke's mother, to explain to her, you know, where they were in their relationship. Instead of this bitch goes and yanks the ring, puts it on, and goes on, and she's like, fuck it. I'm just waiting on them to go ahead and give me the regular apology, Lord. That's what it should be. Give me the proposal, but I already got my ring. Crazy as cat shit. And Marcus is like, whatever. And it's all a mess because later on we see Marcus talking to A1, and Marcus is under the impression that they're into a basically like an open relationship. She basically has told him about, you go ahead on and sow your oats, and then when you get ready to do things right, you come on and I already got my rent. Girl, you just set yourself up for failure is what you did yet again. You got these crazy ideas going on in your head, and ain't nobody else in on that plan but you. Your ass is crazy, bro. You crazy. Your damn nut job. Anyway, in her confessional, Brooke ends up spilling some tea about this heavy flirting that was going on at this Facebook Live event between Lyrica and Safari. I said, hey, Lyrica, bitch, everybody ain't lying on you. Everybody is not lying on you. And when it comes to Safari, Safari is fine as shit. And then there's no guesswork on his bottom half. So we keep getting these stories about you and Safari. Girl, I don't believe everybody lying on you. Especially when you laying up with the man with the black fingernail polish. So I don't really have a hard time believing. I don't know that you all went all the way and had sex. I don't know that he banged your little cuckoo and all that. Because surely, if he jumped up on top of your box, I'm sure A1 would be able to tell the difference between him taking you to Wakanda and him taking you to the local mall. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't really know A1's business, but that's the truth. We ain't heard nothing about A1. We done heard and we done synced what's going on with Safari Samuels. And Safari Samuels is definitely from Wakanda. So that's just that. Shout out to Maddie. But anyway, so there was this heavy flirt, and then they actually showed video clips. I was like, oh, that is messy as hell. I love it. It was so messy. She was just kiki and a cuckoo, and her little box was just as hot for Safari, like everybody else, honey. It is what it is. So that was that. I said, okay, so Brick done dished the tea. Marcus ends up telling A1 about the tea that's been dished later on when they got together. And A1 mad as hell. Mad. So this is like the second time A1 is hearing about this situation. Man, he was mad as hell. Then we see Ray J and Princess. They get into it. And Princess tells him, I ain't really interested in no damn apology to your family. Your family owes me an apology. And what I was starting to see now, I'm going to give you this. Y'all know I'm not a Princess fan. But, yes, Princess was out of order about the whole going to the social media situation and spewing things about the Norwoods. We all know, come on. The Norwoods are who they are. They're the Norwoods. So it didn't make sense, logical sense, to go and spew what's going on with you and Ray J over social media. It didn't make sense to be arguing on social media with Brandy and making these comments. You knew there was going to be backlash from it. But this whole thing about bulldozing her and making her do what you want her to do, I've told you all before, I don't give a fuck what your last name is. If I'm dating you or I'm married to you, I'm dating and married to you. I ain't married your mammy. I ain't married your daddy. I ain't married your goddamn sister or none of that. I married you. So I don't really get into this thing of kiss the family's ass to get along. I'm not down with that. Even though I'm not a Princess fan, I don't feel that it's necessary for Princess to have to kiss Sonya Norwood's ass. I just don't. And Sonya Norwood is a bit of a bitch. She really is. Now, her being a bitch is cool for Mr. Norwood, Brandy Norwood, and Ray J Norwood. It's cool for them. But don't nobody else got to take that shit from Sonya. Nobody, not a single fucking soul has to deal with Sonya Norwood's bullshit other than them two that she shit out of her ass and that one that stood up at the altar with her. Everybody else is immune to the shit. Ain't nobody got to go with that shit. Nobody has to let her bulldoze them. Nobody has to let her push them around. Nobody. You don't have to. And I'm very much that way. And maybe that's why my ass is single as hell. Single to the motherfucker. Because I'm not kissing your mammy's ass. I don't give a fuck about your mammy. I don't. I don't feel the need to have to get along with your mother. Long as I knock you down, the fuck I gotta worry about what your mother's thinking. Damn your mother. That's just me. And vice versa, because I don't expect nobody to have to kiss Miss Patty's ass but me at all. If anybody who come for me don't have to kiss my mother's ass. Now, I'm not going to sit up and say, you get to disrespect my mother, because I'll black your fucking eye. But my mother and her bullshit, and I know my mother gets into all kind of bullshit. Nobody has to submit to my mother's bullshit but me and my brother. That's it. None of our mates have to deal with my mother at all. Tell her, fuck her, and send her about her business. That's just the way I feel. Y'all leave it in the comments what y'all's thoughts are on that. But I've been saying that since day one, since y'all know me. We rolling up on 4 years. I ain't never said nothing no different. I date you. I'm not dating your family, and I don't give a damn. So that's that. So they got that going on. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Bridget Kelly take her green-haired ass down there. She talks to K. Michelle. And the first thing I noticed, Kay, because we ain't seen Kimberly yet, bitch. Kay, you got that red hair on, bitch. You said yourself, I'll put that red hair on it. So you get ready to start showing out? Is that it? Are you getting ready to start showing your ass, ma'am? Is that what's ready to go on? Are you about to start showing out? Because you had a jump start last week, bitch. You had a jump start. You had the goddamn moped out, bitch, and you was already in a willy last week. So is it that we can look for you to just continue to, you get ready to go back to being the old K. Michelle? Can't raise a man and you can't re-raise no whore. That's it. Child, come on. That's another song for you, bitch, and I want my cut. Can't re-raise no whore. Anyway, so she's talking to Bridget, got the red hair back, but she did agree to sit down with Paris. And I said, okay, cool. You know, because when Kay makes her mind up to do right or to be vulnerable and to be soft, that's a different part of Kay. So, and I can see that. I can see in her when she talks about Paris that she's not still as angry with Paris as she was her best friend. Hey, if you feel as though you want to forgive her and move on or whatever, it's cool. It's cool. Now, I'm not going to do it. Bitch, steal my money. When someone steals your money, one time is on me. Ain't going to be no 2 times. Steal my motherfucking money. Fuck that. Ain't going to happen. But anyway, you know, if she want to make up with her, okay, cool, whatever. So she said she would have a meeting with her. Next, we see a meeting of Apple Watts and Lyrica. And I was really rough on Apple. I was rough on Apple last week, but I think I like Apple. I think when I watched her this week, I think I like Apple. We see Apple being Apple and not being old stripper chick or whatever. She's doing her thing and telling her story. And I find her interesting. I do. I find her interesting. And I think I'm going to like Apple. And we already know that her lesbian friend, allegedly, I really like her. I really like her. So I think I like Apple. So I'm real interested in her. I'm feeling her. She looked, both times that we've seen her in this episode, she looked real nice. You know, in her regular girl clothes and stuff. She looked nice. She's still ugly. She's not cute to me. She's not attractive to me in the face at all. But I like how she puts herself together and all that. When I look at her, I see a younger version of Tokyo Toni. Not attractive to me at all. And yes, I'm saying Tokyo Toni is not appealing to me whatsoever. And Tokyo Toni's behavior just really don't help with the shit. But just no, not pretty in the face. She's hard, you know. Hard. It's hard. Like, it's just a hard look. Yeah. Now you can tell that she's, you know, Apple's a younger girl. You know what I mean? But it's just a hard edged look. That's just not attractive to me. But it's cool. And I like her hair. Her hair was cute and all that. Cute outfits. I like her little outfit. I like her. That's all there's to it. Everybody ain't got to be pretty to me. And I'm sure she's gorgeous to somebody else. So it's cool, but she's not pretty to me. Anyway, so she goes and she sits down with full humility and she talks to Lyrica. She completely straightens up the thing. Lyrica couldn't do anything but accept what she was saying because she came to her as a woman. And she sat and she told her, she said, I've had my problems, I've dealt with problems drinking and drugs and also selling my body. I said, wow, that's a lot. That was a lot to really unload on a person that you really don't know, especially with the situation. So I was like, she's being really, really transparent here. You can't do anything but respect it. And I think that's why I kind of backed up off of her. It's like, okay, transparency is always attractive. You know what I mean? And you could tell she was being genuine. And I was like, okay, cool. I appreciated that. Everything was cool. Lyrica right away was like, you know what? It ain't no problem, baby. We had a problem back in the day about him working with other females, but it really was deeper than what it actually seemed. I have no problem with it. I'm cool with my husband working with you, and I wish the best for you. It's cool. I said, now, come on now. Yes, I'm here for this. So come on, Mona. I'm here for this. That was cool. Though I think it may end up being a problem later on, but dig what I'm saying, and we're gonna get to it. But anyway, so that was cool. Next thing you know, A1 rolls in because he done ran hot from the little meeting he done had with Marcus. He runs up. He said he gonna run up on Lyrica. That bitch gonna give him some goddamn answers. So he roll up on her and he's talking to her. He's like, I need answers. This, that, thing, the other. Now I'm hearing this whole safari shit yet again. Instead of that goddamn Lyrica. 2.1 seconds, she switched over and turned into her mother. She turned into Big Lyrica. That bitch smacked the motherfucking drink off of the bar and got the carrying on and hollering, and I just looked at her. Really? Screaming and yelling, and I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. Because he said, give me your phone. She gave him the phone. All the text messages are erased. He's like, I don't keep all my text messages. So there's some you keep and some you don't. Why not these ones? And he's like, what is really going on? And I just sat there and I said, guilty, bitch. You're guilty. And you're guilty of something. I don't know what you're guilty of. I don't know whether you had it in your ass, in your mouth, upside your face. Did you caress it? Did you kiss it? What did you do? You did something, bitch. If you ain't did nothing but play with it, you did something. You did something, but you guiltier than a motherfucker, Lyrica. I don't want to hear it. And don't you take it personal, honey. You did something. And he said, well, why? And she left out. Then the production had to go out and get her. And then she brought her ass back in and she come right back. If you want me to be a bitch, then I'll just go ahead and be a bitch. Bitch, you're deflecting. Is what you're doing. You're deflecting. Because this is what cheaters do. So I told y'all, child, I have a master's degree in 3 ways. I masters that bitch. And that whole love triangle, honey. Got a master's degree in it. This is what cheaters do. They deflect. I said, this is an old trick, girl. That's part of that Jedi mind trick. But it wasn't working, and A1 wasn't feeling it. He was looking at her, baby. I said, he is getting madder and madder. Said, boy, I bet you his little fingertips is just as hot underneath that black goddamn fingernail polish with him getting mad, girl, ready to give you a couple smacks. I said, okay. And he went on. He was like, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I said, I can't wait until you do. He went on about his way. She went on about her way. Brooke ends up having a little chit-chat with Marcus because they're actually at an event that was thrown by, what is this child's name? I can't think of her name. The little child from the UK. I can't think of her name. She's a stylist and she does some planning and some party planning and stuff. But anyway, she was there. They were at her event. It was a girls' event. And here Marcus was there. But baby Marcus was there. Brooke spotted him, and he was on a goddamn date with this girl named Stasia, who just so happened to look like Brooke. I said, damn, she's pretty too. She looked like Brooke and a younger version. I said, oh, bitch. Problem. I was like, ding, 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 ding. It's going to be a problem. Child, that motherfucker Brooke went over there. You know, she's real passive aggressive. And she caused all this trouble and told him, like, handle that. Because ain't no need to get her tied up in no situation. She don't deserve that kind of treatment that I would have to give her, Marcus, because this is on you. And she went on and she went on, and he was like, well, wait a minute, because see, you said that we was just doing this, that thing, and the other, and I was allowed to go ahead and do it. She's like, yeah, okay. I ain't tell you to go get no whole motherfucking woman, and don't play no games with me, Marcus. And they was going back and forth, back and forth. And the girl was like, wait a minute, hold up. She's trying to put the times and the dates together. She would tell her, Marcus, tell her if she's lucky, she can get one of these rings like I have. Go ahead and tell her. The girl was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. What ring? Is she saying the ring? Then Marcus standing there holding the girl's hand, holding Brooke's butt. And she's like, don't touch my butt, Marcus. Don't do that. And the girl was like, wait a minute, hold that. She just blew up the spot. Blew up the whole spot. And he ended up having to walk Stasia out. I don't think that's the last we'll see of Stasia. But she was a cute little thing. But she wasn't for the bullshit. She was like, she wasn't trying to fight with Brooke or none of that. But she was like, you got me out here looking crazy in these streets. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So that went down there. So then we go over. A1 is having this video shoot. So he actually he's taken a liking to Apple, okay? I think he likes her drive and he likes the hunger in her, and I think he knows, because from the little bit I saw, that Apple actually has something. And I think he knows that he can make a coin off of her. But I think he's literally genuinely taken a liking to her. Because I've seen A1 like kind of blow people off. And he doesn't blow her off. And he's like, I invited her down. I wanted to show her what the industry really offers and stuff. He's like taking her under his wing, ready to take her into art, basically into artist development. And I'm here for it. But I'm like, that, my dear, just the way that he was dealing with her and she's able to deal with him and how attentive she was to him and he to her. I was like, Lyrica, you keep on showing your motherfucking ass if you want to. Your black fingernail polish wearing boyfriend with the money. We laugh at him. We kiki at him. But Miss Apples used to giving her pussy away. So, what's one more trick? I said, girl, you're going to fuck it up. And then Ray J comes by. And they're talking, and Ray talked to Apple and all that. And then Apple was like, let me get myself out of there. Because they was going to start talking about their little situation. She said, I just made up with Lyrica. I don't want no problems. So she walked off. So I said, we got to keep our eye on Apple when it comes to A1. And I don't think Apple's doing anything malicious. It's just sometimes the way the universe swings and put somebody else in your way. And she's extra, just like Lyrica. She's a caricature too, so better watch it. Anyway, so that went down. Ray J told him what was going on in his world. And he told him basically, if I'll definitely come to the gender reveal party, but if Lyrica's ass going to be there, I ain't coming. So Ray J's like, what kind of shit is that? And then he started telling him, what all was going on. Ray J's like, oh no, Safari wouldn't do that. We the homies. You got to call him. And we got to get this all straightened away. So I was like, okay, cool. So he's supposed to be coming in town for a function. So they were going to meet up. Let's skip over. Paris and K. Michelle have their little sit down. They squashed it. I ain't going to go through all of what they went through. Kay did some crying and all this. And Paris, for me, I wasn't feeling it. Paris was just sitting there looking at Kay like, bitch, whatever. And then she's in the confessional giving. Kay has a way of always making herself the victim. Bitch, she was the victim. You can say whatever you want, Paris. And she did forgive you. And y'all did squash it. But for me, bitch, I ain't here for it. You did victimize her when you used her credit card without permission. And I don't give a goddamn how much it is. I'm still not with that stealing shit. You stole, bitch. You stole because you old slick ass whore. And that's who you are. And I don't give a damn. And when she turned around there and told Kay that you owe me an apology because you got me out there and you'd have told people that I was a thief. Well, you were. You were. Didn't you steal, bitch? You're a thief. See, being a thief has nothing to do with how much you stole. Being a thief has to do with the fact that you got caught. So whether it be $15 worth of change that you didn't return, or $50 for an Uber that you didn't ask for, bitch, you are a thief. Period. Now, do people hate you because you're a thief? No, nobody hates you. It is what it is. But ain't nobody gonna give you a chance to steal again. But I don't know. Kay squashed it with you. Good for you. Good for you, bitch. But rest assured, bitch, you're a thief. Moving on. Okay, so during the gender reveal party, baby, Princess, bitch, you was a rider, bitch. It was Princess versus the fucking Norwoods. Ray J says, oh yeah, what do you want? If he thought that Princess was going to give that public apology right there at that party, and Princess was like, no, not going to happen. They welcomed the guests, thanked everybody for being there and all that, did the gender reveal, so little girl, all of that. Then Sonya started. And Sonya was saying something to Princess, and Princess was like, yeah, whatever. And Sonya told her, you do owe an apology to the family for what you did. And Princess got started like, no, I don't owe anything. You all owe me an apology, if anything. And she's like, I understand you're his mother. You deal with him. She'll say, that's right, I am his mother. And don't you forget it. She said, no, don't you forget it. I was like, wow. This was like so weird. I was like, damn, Ray J, you in this crazy position. Brandy standing. She didn't give a fuck. Mr. Norwood was standing there. Sonya, Brandy, some of their cousins. All. She didn't give a fuck. That bitch was a rider. That bitch said, I don't give a goddamn. And then Sonya, see, again, Sonya with that old about it shit gonna say, I lost the baby. And I don't want nothing to be wrong with the baby. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to deal with you once you have that baby. She said, won't be no need. Won't be no need. And you won't deal with me. We'll be dealing with each other. I was like, yes, Princess. Princess was not here for Sonya Norwood shit. And at that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at Princess. I'm not. Sonya was disrespectful. She's talking to her like she wasn't shit. And I would have let her fucking ass have it too. I would have. I know I would have. I definitely would have. Ray J would have left me because I'd have been done called Sonya all kind of bitches. I'd have told her, I would have invited her 21 ways to my ass for her to French kiss it on the pig part. Yes, I would have. Yes, God. Sonya, you better march on out of here. Get that wig together and stop talking to me like that, mama. I ain't playing them games. Now, Brandy. I'm going to give Brandy all the credit in the world because you got this bitch sitting over here arguing with your mother, letting your whole family have it, everybody except for your dad. And bitch, you swallowed it. You swallowed it all and didn't embarrass yourself. Brandy was thinking about the brand and was sitting there saying, I'm not getting ready to get on this motherfucker and embarrass myself for 2 silver nickels to the onlook and delight of Mona. It's not going to happen. She swallowed all the fucking insults. And when I tell you Princess went at Brandy, she let Brandy have it. She attacked her parenting. She read her ass down about how she carries on social media and basically let them know ain't none of you whores no better than me. Ain't none of you whores did no different than I have. I wasn't out there fighting by my goddamn self. I wasn't out there embarrassing the family by my motherfucking self. I said, workout, Princess. I was here for Princess in that moment. I was like, Princess, Princess, Princess. Yes, bitch. She let the Norwood family have it. And they sat there and ate it up. And Brandy, it took some special kind of shit to sit there and swallow all the insults that bitch threw at you. Girl, but hats off to you, bitch. You protected your brand and your bag, bitch. And she did not fold for 15 cents. Worth of currency coming from Mona. I said, go ahead, Brandy, bitch. Anyway, right after that, Lyrica rolls in on the party, gonna make an entrance at the party with that man shit. She rolled right up in on Brooke. Brooke, so you supposed to be my friend. You a fake ass bitch like the rest of these bitches out here in Hollywood, this, that, the other. Brooke made a motherfucking fool out of Lyrica. Do you hear me? Girl, what are you mad for? Miss Thing, what were you hollering for? I said, oh no, she's not doing that. You know I can't stand that shit. Well, girl, why are you so upset, Miss Thing? Well, girl, you were all in his face, girl. You did tell me that his dick wrapped around his leg. How do you know? I said, oh, Brooke. She wore Lyrica out. You hear me? Never raised her voice. Lyrica's making this whole scene, pushing tables, turning out somebody's goddamn gender reveal party, making a whole scene. Brooke made a damn fool out of her. She said, girl, you sound guilty, girl. You did it, didn't you, bitch? You fucked him, didn't you? Girl, I know you did. How you acting? Why are you screaming and yelling, girl? Why are you so upset? I said, oh, Brooke. She made a damn fool out of Lyrica. It was a mess. Lyrica ran through this whole episode acting just like her mother. Looking ridiculous. Looking crazy out here in these streets. I said, oh, my gosh. Terrible. You didn't do yourself any favors, doll. Last thing. A1 meets up with Safari, baby. They got a car in between them. Safari, now I love you dearly, and I think you're so fine, child. But I'm going to need you to stop playing with people. I'm going to need you to stop playing with people. And something about this little interaction with Safari made me feel a kind of way about A1. I was like, take that fingernail polish off. Take that fingernail polish off, and my number is, let's talk. I want to talk to you about a couple things. He got to tell us Safari. Safari said, well, I'm asking you a question. I want to answer. And Safari playing games with him, going to tell him, quit. It is what it is. That motherfucker A1 took off around the side of that car. I said, whoa, that's a different A1 than we've been seeing. I got some fingernail polish remover. And then I want to have a little chit chat with you, A1. Just a little chit chat. And Lyrica, don't you take it personal. Anyway, all right, so that's where it ended. I can't wait till next week. As usual, Love It Hip Hop Hollywood is giving me everything that I need. Everything. Is A1 gonna come up out of the polish and dye his hair back black or get a haircut? Because Lyrica got him about to lose his goddamn mind. Out the street ready to rumble, bitch. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.